I'm not entirely sure how you guys and gals feel about three-wheelers, but I personally find them to be the perfect vehicles for those who wish to travel through cities faster, but are not very proficient in using and handling vehicles on just two wheels. And with so few options on the table, any new arrival in this segment is something that immediately catches people's attention. Japanese company Yamaha is one of the few major industry players to offer three-wheelers. Sure, it doesn't offer them in the US, and they're not three-wheelers in the sense of the Polaris Slingshot, for instance, but they still are products with a pretty solid fan base. Yamaha's approach to three-wheelers takes the form of something called the leaning multi-wheel, a setup that puts the body of scooters on a single rear wheel and two front ones, placed fairly close to one another. The leaning multi-wheel scooter range presently sold by Yamaha is called Tricity, and it will soon comprise two models over in Europe, the Tricity 125 and the Tricity 300. The former is the new addition to the range, added recently, as a means to offer both newbies and experienced riders with a more varied choice. The new version of the three-wheeled urban commuter has been tweaked visually so it resembles its larger sibling quite a lot more. The main things pointing to this resemblance are the shorter nose and tail of the scooter, the wheel arch visible over the rear wheel, and the stacked LED lights that form the Y motif. Also new on the scooter is a 4.2-inch TFT display that allows navigation by means of a smartphone, and there is now a USB Type-C socket included. As for what powers the Tricity 125, the small three-wheeler gets its mojo from a 125cc liquid-cooled four-stroke Blue-Core engine with a stop and start system. The ride also adopts the unified brake system, which automatically adjusts braking force to the disc brakes, and when the other available configuration is selected, ABS is also included. Yamaha will begin selling the new Tricity 125 in the summer of this year in two versions, standard and ABS. There are three colors on the table: Zen Green, Milky White, and Matte Gray. As far as pricing is concerned, Yamaha said nothing of consequence, advising people interested in buying one of these things to ask their local dealer for more details. For reference, the current Tricity 300 is selling over in Europe for €9,690, which is around $11,000. The 125 will probably be slightly cheaper than that, given its somewhat less impressive capabilities.